Hey everyone, it's Skylar. Welcome back to my channel. We're on to vlog 102. Yeah, 102. That's better. How are you all doing today? Me, I'm a little bit. If you asked me this question this morning, I would tell you that I felt like shit. I'm okay, a little bit. I'm still a bit uncomfortable, and I'm in a bit of discomfort, but we will talk about that in a bit. Right, as some of you may or may not know, I had a little a little procedure done, a little tiny operation. That's why I'm a bit discomfort. And as proof, I have one of these bands on with you with your name, your hospital number, NHS number, as I'm in the UK obviously, and the date of birth, and they look something like that. You'll probably get them when you have surgery anyway. And have a little mark here on my arm. That's where the cannula went in. We'll talk about that in a minute. Basically, I can drink as well, so that's a good thing. Tell you what happened. There's a little thing you have to do before the operation, or starts 2 days before. You have to eat low fibre foods like chicken, eggs, white bread, stuff like that. And then the day before your procedure, you have to eat your breakfast at 9 o'clock. So I just had a piece of white toast and a poached egg, right? And then yesterday I had the brothy soup, as I showed the picture on Facebook and Instagram, whatever. And then at 5 o'clock and at 8 o'clock, I had to have these 2 drinks. They are the most disgustingest drinks evermore, but I done it and it worked. So I went to bed about just after 11, and I got up at 6, went to the toilet, even though it was too much information, and then woke up about 7:30, got dressed, got my bag ready, because you had to have a dressing gown, slippers, and they give, we'll talk about that in a minute. Arrived at the hospital about 9 o'clock in the morning. My appointment was for 9:15. I'm sitting there like for about 15 minutes, and then a lady comes to me, ushers me into a room, tells me some questions. Am I alright with having a cannula in to be sedated? Because I was wide awake, just so you know, I was wide awake for this procedure. And I'll tell you what had happened. So I said, yeah, do whatever. She told me some things that might not happen. She said, but you will be in a little bit of tiny bit of pain. I feel it'll be a bit uncomfortable. You'll feel quite a bit discomfort. So I said, okay. And she just said, sign what you, so you have to sign. You have to sign anyway before you have an operation. So I signed away, and gets me down, and I had these weird pants on, so I've took a photograph so you guys can see. It's on, it'll be up soon when I'll do a blog about it and then put the photographs up on there. And so I got changed, I'm in this tiny room on my own, and there's 2 nurses and 2 nurses, an anaesthetist, and someone that's performing the operation. So there's 4 people in the room besides myself. And she says to me, what do you want? Because I knew her from like her previous appointments, so she was the one that was doing the operation. So it was comforting to know that she was doing the procedure. And basically, took my dressing gown off, slippers off, my bag was on the side, sat down, and she told me, you're going to feel a bit uncomfortable. So I was sedated and I was awake for the entire procedure. So sedated, but the sedation didn't really work too much for me. So they said, give her some gas and air quick. Because I was like, oh, all over the place. So the gas and air helped also with the pain. And then the next thing was, I had to turn on my side. I was a bit worried because I thought they were going to put something in my mouth and it was going to go down to my stomach. They actually went the other way. They put something on, and then they put something, I know it's a bit TMI, but you want to know the operation and stuff like that, so this is why I'm doing it. So opens me up back ways, we'll just say that, back ways. They've pushed something in to enlarge me, which really hurt. Then put a camera up, and then a second is like a camera, and then the camera opened up, so they put like a second instrument in so they could see where they were going. And you're watching on the screen what they were doing. They said to me, oh wow, your bowels are really clear, you did do what we asked over the drink. So it's going through, and right past me, because it was quite, that's why it was really painful and discomforting. So as they were going around, they saw something in my large intestine that shouldn't have been there. So what they've done was, they've done a biopsy. They're doing a biopsy of my large intestine. They've cut, it was about that much of my large intestine away, sewed it together, then comes back, like, he brings that out with the biopsy and stuff like that, puts that on the side to be sent away, because I was a bit confused of what she was saying, why she had to cut that much of my intestine away and then sew it back together. That's my large intestine, by the way. Then she went back in to my bowels. She took a little bit of my bowel away, and then the biopsy brought that out in the thingy, and then she says to me, oh, we thought we'd let you know you've got hemorrhoids, we'll have to sort that out. Back in again. Clips them in and then brings them out, like pulls it out, and she says to me, right, and I was like, that, what the hell's just happened? It's only just took like over an hour and you've just done that. She went, yeah, we're quite, it was like an hour and a half in total, the entire operation, like little operation. So I find out in a few weeks what's going on, why they took part of my intestine away and why they took part of a little bit of my bowel away. I need to know why. So she said she's going to ring me up in 6 weeks to find out why. I don't know what had happened, so I need to find out in 6 weeks. So anyway, they've done that, and that's why I'm in sort of a bit, it is a bit uncomfortable. And then when I got wheeled out, I was in a recovery area. I was fine. And then the next thing was, I start feeling a bit woozy as I come out the toilet. I says to him, come pick me up in half an hour, I should be alright. As soon as I got back on that bed, ooh, the room started spinning and something wasn't right. So they kept me there for at least another half an hour. He phones up panicking, are you coming out yet? Are you coming out yet? And then basically I was ushered to, and when I felt a little bit better to walk around, I just walked slowly. Then they put me into this other little room. They said to me, right, you've got to drink and eat something before we leave, before you're happy to go. Drank and ate something, and because I was slightly sedated and had the gas in there, I had to be someone had to take me out the hospital because I wasn't allowed to come out on my own. Got in the car, comes home, had to sleep. I just couldn't be bothered speaking to nobody. No respect to nobody or not like that, but I just was totally out of it. I just needed to sleep. Had a little bit of sleep, and now I'm telling you everything. So, yep, that's vlog 102 done. I hope you enjoyed the glorious details of my operation. So, yeah, stay gory, have unpleasant dreams, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ta for now. Bye.